FTL podcast.
Okay.
Elephant in the room.
Episode number 6. We got Chris Morrison in the building, Austin Mazer fresh off a plane from Barcelona, and Pete James, and myself. So, Austin, what's going on there, boss? Just got here today.
Yep. Just got here today. Layover in Madrid. Didn't sleep on the plane. Shit ton of turbulence.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
So you're bouncing back and forth between Barcelona and New York?
Yeah. I mean, just doing visa stuff. So this is like the last time I'll be here, and then maybe one more time, but then I have a visa till like September or October.
If you don't have a visa, what is it, 90 days you can spend?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So what are you doing over there?
Studying Spanish.
All right.
Yeah, it's like a minimum of 20 hours a week I need to do for a visa.
Are you teaching English?
No, not right now. But
I'm sure there's no shortage.
I mean, once I have a visa, I can get like a work permit, and then from there do whatever. But
you're on like a student visa.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man.
But working at call centers is a big thing there.
What?
Like, I know like multiple people work at call centers like who don't know any Spanish. So if anything, like,
because the Spanish-speaking country, I guess it's like a good thing to know English there.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Hell yeah, dude! More power to you.
For now, just gonna get started with the Spanish shit, and then just filming, riding with all the dudes there and whatnot.
Good spots, obviously.
I mean,
you're recently,
like every day.
What's going on with Colt? You're on Colt now, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Congrats.
Fucking hell yeah, brother.
Appreciate it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Freaking lit.
Lit.
We have Chris Morrison here in the building. He recently relapsed on alcohol about 5 hours ago. He's drunk as shit. Shout out! Everyone, give Chris a round of applause for the relapse on alcohol.
How'd you find me today?
I found you. All right, so today, I work for Chris. Chris is my boss, and yeah, I went up with him to go get some money, and he was in this pickup truck just naked. He wasn't even laying on the seat. He was on the floor of the pickup truck with the heat blasting. Riders on the Storm by Jim Morrison was playing the Doors. You had like a tub of I can't believe it's not butter. It's like dripping out of his mouth, and it's like on his clothes. It's on his nipples and shit. He's screaming. It's like saying something about time's a flat circle, and I'll never amount to anything. And I had to call the cops. And he had 5 empty bottles of Alizé there in the car too.
Time's a flat circle.
Yeah, time's a flat circle. Time's a flat circle. He just wouldn't stop saying it. He's drooling on himself. He's eating
Peter.
butter off a spoon.
Time is a flat circle.
What is that, Nietzsche? Fucking moron. Shut the fuck up.
I don't even know what Alizé is, to be honest, for the record. So if you found me with 5 bottles of Alizé, I don't remember.
You do clean up nice, though, for being that fucked up a couple hours ago.
Yeah. Well, I decided, new year, new me.
You look like a pedo.
2018 was sober me, so, 2019 we're going to take a different route. Chop the top.
Get drunk.
Get drunk, sleep with everybody, run around, be hedonic. Last year I was anti-hedonic. This year we're back on hedonism.
You're back on your hedonism shit?
Back on the hedonism, because everything's meaningless, so what's the difference?
You're off to a good start.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, Peter was already there, so I'm jumping back on the wagon with him.
Which one? What were they? Wait, what?
So, what's the topic of tonight? Quitting your job, right?
Yeah, quitting your job and sending it. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Austin Mazer, who just fucking sent it. Quit his job and just moved out of the country and didn't look back.
Yeah, basically just
stop sucking the lollipop.
Did you hear that Honda?
Yeah, I hear you sucking a lollipop, and you're so far away from the mic, and I still hear you.
Pretty good. These mics, they pick up a lot.
Yeah, they do. I don't know, they're okay.
I'm just really sucking it.
But anyway, you did all that shit, and now you live in Spain. Yeah. So take us through a little bit of what led you to take that route to really, set it off and fucking go to Spain. Sorry for cursing.
I mean, just going there the first time, experiencing that, and just like the vibes there and how different it is from like here, and just spots and shit like that. And I mean, at the time, I was working at a company with my dad, like 40 hours a week, just doing stuff I didn't want to do.
Just
like,
slave life,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Like
just herd
like
shit.
hard labor, cleaning oil tanks, stuff like that. Like not enjoyable. Like money was good, but
Is it worth it at that point
No,
if you
I
have
mean,
no time and no happiness? What is money?
What kind of life is that, to be
yeah,
honest?
exactly. It's like
It isn't one.
Somebody once said that to me when I was working for the railroad. They said,
What kind of life is this?
"What kind of life is this, kid?" And
Then they jumped in front of a train immediately after saying that.
yeah, he did, and his guts flew all over me.
And then you drank some Jameson.
Yeah, that's probably how that went. But no, seriously, he used to say to me every morning, "What kind of life is
but
this?"
yeah, it's like you just, all right, let me just work all the time, save up all this money, and then use it when I'm
Dead.
70 years old and I don't want to do anything.
No,
or you
man.
just
Like,
die. And you
yeah,
don't even get to
exactly.
use
It's
it.
like,
Most
all right, I
people
saved all this money for nothing.
You ever hear those stories where people retire and they
Then
die?
6 months later. Yeah.
Some guy that retired from my dad's work, he was telling me last week he died the next day.
Yeah,
that's-
and think about it. His whole life, he's talking about
What's
the
that?
pension. Oh, I got
Yeah,
this
yeah.
fat pension. I'm gonna live off this pension. We're gonna be eating steaks and then just muerto like that.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you want to do it while you have energy.
Then
Like
again,
I don't
though,
see myself being retired and like, oh yeah, I want to go like all these different countries when I'm like 65 years old. Like
No, when you
I'm
retire, you just go to
gonna be
Florida
flipping
and
through
die.
channels on my TV.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting there. I mean,
there's a balance though. You can't be like, well, I'm not gonna do anything
No, I mean,
constructive because I'm young. Like, you know what I mean?
fuck that. Yes, you can.
I mean, you can't just stop.
Being productive. Yeah, you can.
Why?
Why not?
Morrison, you went at the same route he went, but you took it to a crazy extreme.
Yeah, how did quitting your job and sending it go?
Well, I
You didn't necessarily quit.
did quit and I didn't. I used to work for the railroad, a well sought after job, a job that most people my age would have cut one of their nuts off for. What's wrong?
You're too far from
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had a great job. I was making like 6 figures a year, and I was living in the city. And I don't know. One day I just woke up and I just didn't want to go there anymore. So I just got drunk on the beach every day and stopped showing up. And then I would show up like one day a week, hammered, twice a week maybe, and then then sometimes just not at all. And then they just fired me. But when I got fired, people there told me, "You're never gonna get a job like this. This is the stupidest thing you're ever gonna do." And it was really the greatest thing I could have done because everybody there was just getting trapped. I mean, I used to talk to people there that were in their 50s, 60s, even 30s, 40s, and they were trapped. There was nothing they were gonna do. They just showed up to work every day.
Yeah.
They were like,
it was just a routine. It was just like, all right,
it's
this
like
is what I do.
zombie
It's
life,
Yeah.
And I mean, my road afterwards was definitely not as productive as his. I sat around for months and just got drunk on the beach and hung out with Chad. And then I wrote a book, though, too, while I was doing that. And now I own my own business anyways, and I make probably 5 times as much money as I was making there. So, yeah, sometimes you just got to quit and you just got to send it.
Yeah.
You can't be scared.
You gotta find that. You gotta find the strength to do it. That's what it is.
Well, you can't be afraid to be great.
With no risk, there's no reward.
Society's gonna tell you all the time that you can't be great. People don't want to see somebody else do what they can't do.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see you quit your job and go live in Spain and have a great time and not show up to work at 8:00 every morning. I mean, like Peter right now, he's got to get up at 5 in the morning, and he's got to be on one of my job sites so I can hand him a hammer and say, "Listen, you little fucking brat, you're gonna fucking put this egress window in," and then I go sit in my truck and I drink a couple of beers in the heat and I fart myself to sleep while Peter's putting in somebody's window. What kind of life is that?
What kind of life is this?
Well, you just quit your job too recently.
Yeah, I had a job. I had a union job in the city, union gig, and like I said, it felt like prison. So, Yeah, of course you can't. You can't just have a life that's all fun, no work. You have to work, whether it's one way or another. Whether it's you're creatively. If you want to have any sort of balance in life, you have to work. It's part of life. You know what I mean? Unless you just have a sort of life you were born into where you're just handed money and things, then you don't really get to enjoy things to the fullest anyway, because you didn't earn them. There's no balance to it. Without bad, there's no good. So that's the thing. You have to work, but if there's a way for you to work and do something you enjoy rather than make somebody else rich and have somebody else profit off you and your hard work, you got to do it. And it's just it's hard to find the strength to do it. And the thing is, not everyone does it, because not everybody could be great. Because if everybody was great, then no one would be great. You know what I mean?
Well said. You sound like a communist.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it is kind of communistic a little bit.
Somebody's going to profit off you no matter what you're doing.
Of course. The government is always going to
Uncle
profit.
Sam always
the government,
profits.
man.
But I'm saying, whether you're a sole proprietor or you start your own shit, you know what I mean? You're finding a way, an alternate route to get what you need. And what you really need in life is energy. Whether it's in the form of food, money, time, whatever, you need energy. And instead of relying on an employer for energy, putting your energy and getting energy back out to make more energy for them, you could just fucking do your own thing.
Yeah, well, not
you need
everybody's
a path, though.
Not everybody's gonna have that mindset.
No, I know, but
what if you just do nothing?
You did that
then
for
you're
a
just
year.
you're
Tell
just
us how it went.
You're just a consumer.
No. What if you just don't consume? What if you just sit?
You die.
No.
Yeah.
After a long time, you gotta sit for a long time to just look at those fucking monks, man. They eat rice, like one little bowl of rice a day, and they meditate and they live out there in the woods. I mean, we're stuck in a consumer bubble where we just want more and more and more, and we got to eat more, and we got to drink more, and we got to consume more, and I want more shit in a house and a car.
So you
And
explode.
your girlfriend tells you she wants more and more and more of this, so she's gonna bang somebody else, and then you just keep going to work, and you're like, boss, give me the overtime because my girl said if I don't get a new TV, she's gonna bang the neighbor.
She's already banging the neighbor.
And then that, what kind of life is that? I mean, when this monk or these monks or whatever, they're out at some monastery just having a little rice and they're just existing. They're just straight existing.
Yeah, but what kind of life is that?
Exactly. I mean, that's just an even keel, though. I mean,
That's baseline.
I read something a long time ago that said the route to happiness is to either acquire more or desire less, or acquire more or consume less. And one of those terminates at infinity. So if you just keep consuming and consuming, eventually you're just going to hit infinity and you're going to hit the wall. Where if you just decide that, I'm good with this, I'm going to desire less, and then
There's no way to.
I mean, that's not a path to greatness. I'm just saying, what if, Yeah. I mean, as Nietzsche would say, let's just all fucking devour each other, and the world is one giant will to power.
Sick. But time is a flat circle.
Time is a flat circle.
Life is barely long enough to get good at one thing. Better be careful what you get good at.
No, time really is a flat circle, though.
Yeah, whatever you do.
I'm right back where I was at 21, at 27.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, that's your circle.
Big pot of cash right now.
Billy, your time never even went in a circle. You've just been biking it up the whole time.
He's a monk.
He's a monk. He is a monk.
He's
dude.
the monk.
He is a monk.
He's the monk with the bowl of rice.
Exactly.
How?
And you're a douchebag. And he's doing the right thing. He's actually probably living.
Right. Correct. Right. Yeah.
Because he went to another country, and now he's doing something productive there. Whereas if I went to another country, I would just be snorting everything and sleeping with everybody.
I do the wrong thing every time.
Yeah. You just make bad decisions.
I do.
That's why you're swinging a hammer for me. Oh, by the way, CMC Enterprises for all your backyard patio needs.
Can we
CMC get it done? Better than nothing.
Can we read the review Pete got today?
631-260-7777.
Better than nothing. Yeah.
Oh no! We can't read that review that Peter got.
Basically, Chris.
Peter's a great carpenter.
Chris told me to do a job for some fucking guy. Sorry for cursing.
Yeah, why don't you watch the language?
I know. I gotta try to. I don't know why I curse so much. It's so annoying. I watched the stuff back.
Let's not talk business on the.
Well, I'm just gonna say.
Well,
this
it's a funny story.
This guy said that my brain wasn't able to register the fact that he wanted a hole cut bigger than it was. Meanwhile, he didn't tell me to cut the hole bigger than it was. So there was no registrar. There was no lack of registration in my brain. It was lack of direction from the guy. Plus, I didn't really care.
I think he just didn't like Peter.
He just didn't like me because I'm Italian.
No, because Peter made a joke about his religious faith.
Oh my God! Do not say that on the podcast. Like I'm an anti-Semite. I'm not.
I didn't even say anything about Semitism.
All right. Well, it's religion. What the hell religion is going to be? I'm not going to make fun. I'm not going to be anti-Muslim.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the country that are anti-Muslim.
I think I'm Arabic.
They're assholes, but they are.
I know. Okay. No, we're not racist or anti-anything. I didn't make a joke. The guy said he was celebrating Christmas Eve, and I knew he was Jewish. So I was like, "What are you doing?"
The only thing Peter's anti is hetero.
Big facts, B. All right, so we'll back on topic. Talking about quitting the job. Don't just go out and quit your job, though.
No, definitely go out and quit your job.
Okay, you can quit your job, but don't you think that maybe they should get a little plan together, like some sort of?
It depends what kind of person you are.
Be realistic.
Yeah,
well,
unless you
some
just had it up
people-
to here with the shit, and you're just like, fuck it.
Some people are orderly and some people aren't. Take a look at Billy. He's very orderly. Look at his operation. It's very clean and everything's organized.
In a sense, everything else.
I don't
is a mess.
know Austin that well.
I mean, I had more or less a plan. Like, I didn't just like, all right, I'm done.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, kind of thought it out a bit, what I wanted to do, and
He was not
kinda-
good.
So you did think about it.
He tested
But, like,
the waters a little bit, right?
yeah, like exactly, like I tested it out a bit. Like I quit, and then like kind of been floating back and forth, and then just working like an odd job, like nothing serious, kind of okay with me coming and going.
But you would
Like,
tell your boss, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be back in like 5 months. Is that cool?" And he'd be like,
I mean,
"Yeah,
for
just
like
be gone."
like Thursday, I'm going back to work. Like just
Well,
while
what
I'm
are you
here.
doing?
Flooring.
Flooring?
Yeah, but he's like,
You can always,
like he just needs the help. So like while I'm here, I might as well just
You did flooring.
yeah.
What about when we put the floor in here? You. Oh, that's right. You were pretty good at it.
I mean,
There's always a
like
hot.
I do like laminate like roll.
Oh,
Like a big like sheet.
that ain't flooring. That's like sticker.
What the-
It's a
It's
sticker.
it's a floor. What
It's
are
a
you talking
sticker, dog.
about? Alright.
The laminate with the adhesive. He's like, I do
I was about to
flooring.
strangle you.
But
You should've
yeah, I
seen
mean,
it.
I kind of morphed my plan as I went.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you know, some people are organized, some people aren't.
I mean-
I hit things like a tornado.
You take things to an extreme. You're an extreme person.
If I'm going to quit my job, I'm going to just go out and get loaded one night and just not show up and then just pick up the pieces somewhere down the line. But some people want to like, all right, I got this lined up, or I'm going to have some residual income over here. But you know, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can be the master of your own destiny.
You can't do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can.
You can do whatever you want within reason. You can't be a fucking. You want to be an astronaut right now? You want to go to the moon?
Yeah, launch me into space, Captain.
Yeah, but you know what you can do? The only way you can do that is if you go home by yourself, sad, you blow your head off with a shotgun. You can't do whatever you want. Because there's consequences in life. That's
Yeah,
what we're having.
all right, you fucking pessimist.
I'm not a pessimist. I'm saying, listen, I've tried to quit my job, just send it.
Because
and
you're
you know
a
what happened?
loser.
No, I'm not a loser. You're a loser too. I'm saying you can't just send it if you're an idiot. You can send it if you're him and you have a plan. You can send it if you're him and you have a plan. If you want to quit your job and send it, you have to send it strategically. Send it to a point where you know that you're not going to fail. But, I mean, you're never going to know unless you try. But
listen, to everybody listening to this, just quit if you want to quit. Don't listen to Peter because he's a negative Nancy.
I'm not negative. I care about you guys.
I've got him mixing cement tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. He's a slave.
Whatever. At least I'm not doing shots of Svedka in my pickup truck while I'm crying to Celine Dion. My dick in my hand, wearing the same leather jacket I'm wearing since 9th grade. You smell like feet. We smell you. How do you feel?
That was cold, Peter.
Yeah, I don't care. Must be crazy.
I just paid $60 before to get a massage from a man. Is that all right?
Yeah, was it good?
Yeah, it actually was pretty good.
Do you feel more relaxed?
I do
physically and
feel
emotionally?
more relaxed. I needed it after today. It was definitely well worth it.
Did he give you a happy ending? I'm gonna tell you a story. My cousin went to a massage parlor, right? And I'm not gonna say which cousin, but he went to a massage parlor and he went to get a massage with a happy ending, and it wasn't that sort of place. It was like a regular. Like,
so what
ass.
did he do? Have his?
He turned around and was like, "Yeah," like pointing at it, and they were like, "No." And he's like, "No, yeah." And he's like pointing at it, and they're like, "No, we're not doing that." And he grabbed the hand of the person. They're like, "We're calling the police," and they kicked his ass out of the massage parlor.
That's funny because I actually woke up one time in one of those parlors in Queens during a blackout. I actually woke up and there was a small Asian woman on top of me. And
What's the mouth noise?
She kept saying, "Strong dick, strong dick, strong dick, strong dick."
Strong dick.
The mouth noise is the lotion that she was using.
Oh,
But
I'm gonna call you Strong Dick from now on.
well, the thing is, I was drunk for like 7 days straight, and my nerves were so shot that I just couldn't come. So she was just,
Strong Dick,
jerking, and I think her hands were going raw. She told me, "Your friend's done already. Your friend's done already." I was like, "Not me."
Oh my god.
I remember there was days where you just wake up in your car like fucking days later.
Yeah, those days are upon us again.
Where are you going after this? Straight to
Mary's.
Babylon.
Banned for life from Mary's. Do not go to Mary Carroll's if you're ever in Babylon.
If you are a Long Island or a New Yorker and you're ever in Long Island, don't go to Mary Carroll's.
Never go to Mary Carroll's.
Or Napper Tandy's.
They piss in the beer at Mary Carroll's, and they don't let legends through the door. So, so if anyone from Mary's is listening, go fuck yourself,
Bitch. Don't go anywhere with an Irish name. Any bar.
I brought this up on the last podcast, but that Monday night I rolled up and you're outside Mary's banging on the window.
Let me in.
James was inside with your laptop and he wouldn't come outside, so you're
Oh,
throwing
James.
shit at Mary's.
That's another one. If anyone out there knows James, bring me his head.
Oh my god. This podcast is a wreck. This one is just totally like, fuck, man.
No. You can cut some of the stuff out of this.
No,
It's
this
probably
is
good.
No, I'm not
This is
cutting
good.
shit. This isn't all going up. We're putting this thing up right, just like this.
You put it up right now.
Doing it live.
We should do it live. All right, so let's get back on topic one more time, and let's talk to Billy, the real king of just never having a job. 'Cause he's never had a job. I think. Would you work at Suffolk Community College
had,
for like a year?
2 jobs.
2 jobs. Let's hear it.
I worked at a restaurant in West Islip, Villa Monaco, and
For how long?
shit, probably like 2-3 months, and then I
2-3 months,
strategically
people. Did you hear that?
I got fired on
What
purpose.
were your duties there?
I was busboy. I was doing bitch work,
Bitch work.
some parties and just like cleaning tables and shit, working, just,
What was that, like 10th grade, 11th grade? 11th grade.
12th
Oh, really?
grade, I think. Or 11th or 12th grade, yeah.
Do you remember the moment that you knew that being a busboy wasn't for you?
That's the first day.
The day I walked in there and fucking
Okay.
hated it.
And what was the other one?
So after getting fired from the Villa Monaco for not showing up, because they would call me.
Boss move right there, by the way.
They would call me every Friday to come work because I wasn't on schedule. They would just call me, and every day I'd be out riding. And then one morning, it was like Friday morning, and I wanted to go to the city. They called me, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm busy. I can't make it. And I went and rode the street in the city.
See, that's what it's all about. You got better things to do
Exactly.
than
And
be somebody's bitch.
They're like, yeah, we're going to have to let you go. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
Thank
Then I had
you.
to show up again.
I mean,
I feel like you would never really quit.
No, I probably wouldn't. I just didn't want to go, so I just told him I was busy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm busy.
I had a foreman named Hugh Williams, and he was an older fella. He was a real interesting guy. He would say things to me like, "Morrison, there's more than one way to skin a cat," which never really made any sense to me. But yeah, he used to call me up on like Tuesday, Wednesday mornings and be like, Morrison, where are you? You coming into work? And I'd be like, absolutely not, you know, because I'd be waking up on Fire Island or, you know, in some strange place somewhere. And, you know, whatever I was doing was more important than going into that dreadful place. And,
What was it? What kind of job?
well, and I worked at the railroad.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I knew the whole time, like, well, this isn't for me. I'm not Hugh Williams. You know, so it's important to identify that. Like, if you're not going to do this for the rest of your life, then just don't.
Yeah.
If there's no sending it in what you're doing, then what are you really doing? I mean,
Putting it.
how long do you really want? I mean, how long do you really want to? People want to be so safe, and you got to ask yourself, how long do you really want to live?
Yo, you know what TRAP stands for?
What?
Take risks and prosper.
Nice.
Lit.
You know what lit stands for?
Lit.
So-
Lunging in titties.
You shut up. So yeah, Billy's never really had a job, and he's done.
Not a full time.
FTL is a job and a half.
But he's never went and worked somewhere that completely sucked his soul out.
No, my college job was pretty cool for what it was.
I mean, when I got hired at my first real job at the railroad, after all kinds of other bullshit that I did, everybody was coming out of the woodwork like, "Oh, that's the best fucking job on the planet. You better stay there till you're 1,000." You know. And
That or Suffolk County Police job is
yeah,
like
oh
Long
my
Island
God, don't
goals.
get me started
that's
on
like
that.
That's like
the move. Like,
Yeah, everybody that we went to high school with is, I'm becoming a cop.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck.
you didn't really have dreams at all, did you?
Their dreams were to crush dreams.
Your dreams were just to get a paycheck and punch in. I don't want to talk about the police because we'll get flagged on here.
You got open.
Ongoing
We
cases.
got 2 open cases right now.
Ongoing
I got
cases.
2. I got open cases.
These
So-
guys can barely leave this place without risk of
I
getting.
can't even
thrown in
drive.
the
Driving to
pen.
work every day is a risk. I'm like in the
Boss
car, like,
move.
make sure my lights work and stuff.
So Peter Peter was a doorman or an elevator guy. What was
What?
that? What union were you in the city?
I was a handyman.
Handyman.
Oh,
Well,
you're
that's a
doing
good job.
Plumbing
a hand
toilet
job,
work, weren't
man.
you?
I mean,
Handyman.
I used to have to reach in toilets and unclog them. with
But
my
you were
hand.
making good money.
Okay, one what I had to do one day. So I had to take garbage, right? In New York City, when you're in Manhattan, when you throw the garbage out, you actually have to separate the garbage.
From
Metal,
yeah.
glass,
Yeah, I know that.
and regular.
It's called
landfill.
recycling.
Okay, but you have to do it, and the tenants don't do it, so they would just throw their shitty garbage out, like baby diapers, heroin needles, and tuna cans, not separated. And my job was to reach into garbage and put my hand with a tiny ass little dishwashing glove
God damn,
and
that was your job?
separate the heroin needles from the fucking
From the
baby
baby diaper.
diapers.
And then you would
and then people be like, "Well, why do you want to quit? The job's sick, bro. You
Well-
make 25 an hour and you have health benefits."
Peter-
I'm like, I got stabbed with an AIDS needle. I'm in fucking Harlem. Let me quit this job. You know what I'm saying?
Peter's leaving the part out where he put the baby diapers on his head and he stuck the needles up his ass.
Dude, one time I went and got a tetanus shot and I got tested because I thought I really pricked myself.
You should have got an AIDS shot.
Yeah,
Wait,
right.
so you
Should got a
worked at,
penicillin shot like you do every week.
But like, what were you a handyman for? Like,
Well, that's how it started.
complex?
The
Yeah,
union,
it was
right?
like a residential complex, right? It was like on a block. Like this one management company, and whatever, bought up like a bunch of buildings, and my job was to stay there on site. And whenever anything broke, they would walkie-talkie me in because they would call the office and they would hit me up, and then I'd fix it. And that's how it started for the first couple months. I did it for like a year. This was like 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago now. 2 years ago now. But anyway.
What were your hours?
My hours were, it was the longest 9 hours a day that you've ever seen.
5 days a week?
9
yeah.
hours. You are such a.
Dude, it's different. I will work 12 hours now like I do.
Well, were you commuting?
Yeah, I was commuting, but listen, it was 9 hours, but I'd be downstairs in an all gray room in the freezing cold in a fucking jumpsuit uniform.
Sounds erotic.
But it was like prison. It was like prison.
Yeah.
But no, listen. And I had to fix things, and then then what happened was there was that job is called being a porter, when you clean things. And the porter called in sick, so me trying to impress, like, oh yeah, this is a great job and opportunity. I'm gonna do the porter's job until they hire a new guy. I did it for a week, and they were like, you know what? It seems as if you can handle both. There you go, buddy.
There you go, boss.
Enjoy getting stabbed with
boss.
with
Enjoy
poop.
those heroin needles.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Yeah. So you know,
I sent it.
you sent it, and I
sent
got
it into oblivion.
You've been killing it lately. I mean,
I kind of am though.
you are killing it, and
You have your own business in the works, right?
Yeah, I got a couple things
yeah?
going on. I work with Chris. Yeah, I'm starting my own thing. I had something going with another friend of mine. I had me and Chris do some business. But
he's got a nice waterfront apartment.
I do. I just got an apartment right on the water.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's got a girl
Sick.
that tolerates him for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean barely, but
Barely, but
You got the Flynn's Express right across.
I did get
fucking-
the high school crush girl though. I got the pretty much the girl like I was like, oh, pedestal girl. You know what I'm saying? I date her.
yeah.
She's probably gonna break my heart, but
She's
whatever.
probably gonna
She's probably gonna
bite your
fuck
fucking
my-
head off.
She's gonna ruin Mantis life, bro. She's gonna
Mantis.
ruin me. But yeah, besides that, you know, I got the waterfront apartment, I got the cool car, you know what I'm saying? I got some stuff.
Yeah,
You know, I'm doing okay. Emotionally, I'm tormenting
All
myself.
right, we don't care.
All right.
This is where we
had
cut
to
Pete off.
cut you off there because
Yeah.
you'll just talk and talk and talk, and I gotta say,
I'm like a
I don't-
woman.
I don't think our viewers give a shit.
I don't think anyone. I don't.
Um,
You're right.
so we've got a couple of people here that decided to just leave their jobs and have done fine. I mean, you know, we might not be hitting the Forbes list anytime soon, or Forbes magazine. What is that shit?
Forbes
Forbes
both.
listen, yeah. Not
Yeah.
climbing the corporate ladder.
We're not climbing the corporate ladder, but you know, you can live without being a corporate slave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's important for people to understand that, because you can get really caught up in that whole consumer circle of just buy, work,
Sleep.
buy, work, sleep, die.
Yeah. Traffic in, traffic out,
Oh,
car
fuck.
payment.
The fucking
Everything.
traffic.
Dude, I'm doing it right now. I'm on a job in the city.
All right, we don't care.
Sorry. All right.
Commuting is
You're right.
evil. The commuting is absolutely evil.
Yeah.
Human beings were not meant to sit in a car or sit on a train for 3 hours. Sorry, guys, I keep being mean to Peter. I had a few before I came on the show.
Didn't you say
Oh,
something to Pete
Peter.
earlier today about
Peter.
being a better person? or
Yeah, he
something?
thought he was going to be a better person.
I swear to God, this is the last time I'm going to be a better person.
20 minutes ago, he comes in here, he's drinking beer, starts calling me a pussy.
Yeah, you should see what I was doing in the bathroom.
Calling my
too.
mom names, you know, some schniz.
You're going to have to blow in my thing, too, to start my car.
Oh, you have the breathalyzer?
Yeah.
That's not a lie. Chris has a breathalyzer.
Shh, Jesus Christ. Fucking dry snitching.
I'm dry snitch. I'm doing it right in front of you, bitch.
Doing it. You lit, boy. You lit. So yeah, you can just get lit. I mean, you can just leave your job.
Leave your job?
Fuck it.
Get lit.
Go to Lagersville and just give everything up. Give up all your worldly possessions and desires. Go sit on the beach and forget about everything, and just forget who you are even, and just, you know, dissolve your ego and get rid of all that shit, and then you can really zone in on who you want to be without all that other bullshit, and without all that with that fucking shitty job that you're going into tomorrow bright and early. So just quit.
Quit with a plan, though. A loose plan. A little bit of a loose plan, maybe, but no,
Just a
definitely.
general direction, maybe.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
don't quit. Don't quit to die.
You know, Peter, the dinosaurs had plans, and an asteroid hit the fucking Earth, and they all died anyways. So that's my plan.
That was actually very insightful.
Yeah, because I'm going to get my kicks before the whole shit
Yeah,
house
it
goes up in flames.
Anything else?
Should we wrap it at that?
Why was this podcast so weird? It's the weirdest fucking podcast.
I thought
ever.
it was good.
It was
liked
good.
it.
I
How
had
long-
bad, yeah.
How long has it been?
I had a lot of fun. I don't know.
What's the I have no idea.
Very nice and short, like I said.
40 minutes?
Yeah, about 40 minutes, man. That's pretty good.
How long are they usually?
About an
like
hour.
an hour usually, but it's
Why? How long was that one?
short, but it was good, man. We talked to you guys about how to quit, but don't do what Chris says. Quit.
I acted like a complete asshole the whole,
The whole
time.
time.
I think people are gonna like that. No more of me being the
We're
moralistic.
still live, bro.
like-
Stop. Don't reflect on the podcast too much. We're still recording, bro. I'm still doing FTL podcast. What was it?
Episode 6.
Episode
Thanks for
6.
tuning in.
Thank you,
Subscribe.
guys.
Give
Wait,
everyone a
I didn't know
follow
we
on
were
Instagram.
live.
Subscribe, like, comment. Chris C. Malcolm. What's your Instagram name? We'll plug it.
I don't know.
Will be in the description.
You got Morrison.
CM Morrison.
We got your boy Mazer. We got your boy me, Pete James, Billy Perry, FTL podcast.
Let's get it.
6.
6.
6.